I'm David Irwin. Join Tyler Ford for our Country concert weekend. We'll hear great music and raise money for our local combat veterans.
Good afternoon. This is Danny Mogle with your afternoon update. I'm being joined by Kenneth Dean. Over the weekend, there was a shooting near the University of Texas at Tyler campus at Patriot University. And Kenneth, we're learning more about the victim and the search for suspects.
That's true, Danny. You've got the victim's name there. 21-year-old
Tarrington Joyner.
Tarrington Joyner.
So you forgot.
Yeah, I did forget, actually. Actually, they were at a club, Outlaws Club, on 110. 110. That's close to going down towards White House, I believe.
It is.
But there apparently was a fight there, an argument, a disagreement there between the victim and several other people. A short time later, a gold-colored SUV caught up with their vehicle at, I guess, the intersection of University and
Patriot. You forgot again.
Forgot again. And anyways, shots rang out, and our victim was shot, I think, in the chest.
He was shot in the chest. Look, they had a shootout there, right there in the middle of the intersection.
Right. And then, of course, the person that was with him got in the vehicle and drove him to the hospital, and last we heard, he is still in stable condition.
Yeah, and the police are saying if you know anything about this shooting or the shooters, to give them a call. Call the Tyler Police Department at 903-531-1000. And Crime Stoppers is also paying some money for this if you have information that can lead to an arrest. 903-597-2833.
Or 597-CUFF.
Crime Stoppers, CUFF. 597.
I didn't forget that.
CUFF.
That used to be my phone number in the Robert E. Lee student directory back when I was a kid.
CUFF?
Yeah, I had my number as listed as the Tyler Crime Stoppers number.
Well, that was a very long time ago, and it doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
In changing topics, panda news. Remember they had that little baby panda born at the National Zoo last week? Turns out that the little thing died. So they performed, I guess, what would be called a preliminary autopsy, and said it found some fluids in its abdomen, and you know, it just did not make it. But Kenneth, it says the good thing is that they determined that the little thing was not crushed by its mom. You know, I would think mom crush would be a horrendous.
Well, you know, gerbils eat their young, so I guess a panda could squash hers.
But anyway, the little panda, they said it was hard to get the pandas to breed. They were very excited that this happened, and now some bad news. And the mother is Meijing. The mother panda is not to blame. So let's
you didn't know it's Chinese, did you?
I had no idea how to say that. I did not. Tomorrow, a voter registration drive at Taylor Auditorium in the Tyler Public Library. The League of Women Voters will be conducting that from 3 to 6:30 p.m. And remember, you know, if you like to grub about, you know, politics, Congress, the president, you better vote first. So if you haven't done that,
I just want to know, are some of these dead people that are not being taken off the rolls going to show up? Because I mean, that would be an interesting news story if we just have corpses showing up tomorrow with their voter registration cards and, you know, trying to make sure that they're in the clear.
No dead people should go to the voter registration drive and stuff. Okay, you know, last week you were really dogging Tony Romo, making fun of him because he was throwing interceptions. He did really good Sunday, and I want you to apologize to him now for what you said last week.
Tony Romo, I'm not apologizing. Look, it's like this, Danny. If you watched the game yesterday, it was kind of like a battle of the nitwits. I mean, you know, you have the battle of the bands where people actually are good and they're playing against each other. The only reason Dallas won yesterday is because Tampa Bay was worse than they were. That's it. That's the truth. I'm sorry, people. But here's a good positive outlook on the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
All right. I am a Cowboys fan. I grew up as a kid wearing a number 12 outfit, you know, playing football in my yard. I had the number 12 jersey, Roger Staubach. So I'm a Cowboys fan through and through. It's hard to watch the boys right now. But every year the Cowboys come out and they do exceptionally well and they falter in November. This is the take on it that I'm spinning, people. They're doing so badly now because in November when it counts, they're going to win.
You know, I guess that's one way of looking at it. Join us back here about this time tomorrow. We'll catch you update on the news and whatever else may be going on. We'll see you then.